Aaron, I say softly. He hangs his head. Come here. He turns around, looking at me out of the corner of his eye like he's done something to be ashamed of. I clear the guns off the bed and make room for him beside me. He sinks into the mattress with a sad sigh.
I look hideous,
he says quietly. I shake my head, smiling, and touch his cheek. Why did you let him cut your hair? Warner looks up at me then, his eyes round and green and perplexed.
You told me to spend time with him.
I laughed out loud. So you let Kenji cut your hair?
I didn't let him cut my hair,
he says, scowling.
He hesitates. It was a gesture of camaraderie. It was an act of trust I had seen practiced among my soldiers. In any case, he says, turning away, it's not as though I have any experience building friendships.
Well, I say, we're friends, aren't we? At this, he smiles.
And?
I nudge him. It's been good, hasn't it? You're learning to be nicer to people.
Yes, well, I don't want to be nicer to people. It doesn't suit me.
I think it suits you beautifully, I say, beaming. I love it when you're nice.
You would say that.
He almost laughs.
But being kind does not come naturally to me, love. You have to be patient with my progress.
I take his hand in mine. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're perfectly kind to me. Warner shakes his head.
I know I promised I would make an effort to be nicer to your friends, and I will continue to make that effort to believe I'm capable of an impossibility.
What do you mean?
Only that I hope I won't disappoint you. I might, if pressed, be able to generate some degree of warmth, but you must know that I have no interest in treating anyone the way I treat you. This, he says, touching the air between us, is an exception to a very hard rule.
His eyes are on my lips now. His hand has moved to my neck.
This,
he says softly,
is very, very unusual.
I stop. Stop breathing, talking, thinking. He's hardly touched me and my heart is racing. Memories crash over me, scalding me in waves. The weight of his body against mine, the taste of his skin, the heat of his touch and his sharp gasps for air, and the things he said to me only in the dark. Butterflies invade my veins, and I force them out. This is still so new. His touch, his skin, the scent of him, so new and so incredible. He smiles, tilts his head. I mimic the movement, and with one soft intake of air, his lips part and I hold still. My lungs flung to the floor, fingers feeling for his shirt and for what comes next when he says, I'll have to shave my head, you know, and pulls away. I blink, and he's still not kissing me.
And it is my very sincere hope, he says, that you will still love me when I return.
I don't know, kid. Those ice cream trucks never came into my neighborhood. The world I remember was tired and racist and volatile as hell, ripe for a hostile takeover by a shit regime. We were already divided. The conquering was easy. He takes a deep breath, blows it out as he says, Anyway, I ran away from an orphanage when I was 8, so I don't remember much of that cutesy shit regardless. I freeze, stunned. It takes me a second to find my voice. You lived in an orphanage? Kenji nods before offering me a short, humorless laugh. Yep. I'd been living on the streets for a year, hitchhiking my way across the state, before we had sectors, until Castle found me. What? My body goes rigid. Why have you never told me this story? All this time, and you never said... He shrugs. Did you ever know your parents? He nods but doesn't look at me. I feel my blood run cold. What happened to them? Doesn't matter. Of course it matters, I say, and touch his elbow. Kenji, it's not important, he says, breaking away. We've all got problems. We've all got baggage. No need to dwell on it. This isn't about dwelling on the past, I say. I just want to know. Your life, your past, it matters to me.